Hi everybody, it's Bart from Bart's Workshop, and today I'm doing an unboxing video of this TRX-4 chassis kit from Traxxas. I was into crawlers many years ago and recently decided to get back into it. And from all the kits I've seen online, I think this one looks to be the best. It's got the most features right out of the box. I decided to get this kit versus the RTR because I want to build it. I want to have fun actually learning about the model, how it's built, all the internals in and outs, and basically be able to fix it myself anytime I run into some challenges, and also have the ability to upgrade it in the future as well. So let's kind of go over the box and we'll see what we have here. All right, so on the front here we have basically Traxxas chassis kit. On top here just covers the actual the chassis from the top. This kit has what's called the portal axles, which makes the clearance of the actual differentials higher, which means you can actually get over some bigger hurdles. If you were trying to do the same thing with a different kit, you would need a tire that's basically an inch bigger in order to do the same thing. So these portal axles allow you to do a lot of crawling where normally you wouldn't be able to. So that's a really neat feature there, right? So that's basically the top of the box. This kit is looking at these dimensions, so it's basically 9.8 inches wide. It's or 248.5 millimeters wide. Uh, the kit from the front to the back, or I guess back to the front, is 23.1 inches or 583 millimeters, right? So basically, you could say almost 2 feet, just shy of 2 feet. Okay. Let's look at some features we have on the back here. So we have torque twist eliminated. So because you got the portal axles, this also helps with the chassis twist, so that helps out in that part. It does come with the 1.9 inch Canyon Trail tires, okay, with the S1 compound. Aluminum GTS shocks. It does have some scale detail front bumpers and backs, so it looks very detailed to realistic truck. Traxxas tough, so it's got some really good components there. It does have the 3-cell power system, so technically the speed controller will allow you to run 3-cell LiPo batteries. Improved geometry, basically, so without the portal axles, they would be hanging a lot lower, and technically then you could get hung up when you're doing some crawling out on the slopes, right? What has it got here? Extreme capability, so it's got a 57-degree incline that you can do with this. Metal Gear digital servo, so that's a steering servo. I heard the servo is maybe not the best, so potentially I might have to upgrade this in the future, but I'm going to use this from the beginning just to see how it is. It's got a high and low range, so it's got a 2-speed transmission. So if you're crawling, you can go on the high, and then on the low. Low would be for doing the crawling, and the high is basically when you're running around. And then it does have lockable differentials, and you can actually lock them right from your remote control, so that's a really neat feature there as well. Electronics are waterproof up to a certain point. It does have inner fenders, right? So it helps the dirt basically stay underneath the truck instead of going into the truck. It does have also cruise control. So I've seen this online. You basically set the current speed, flip a switch, and boom, the truck is basically going at the same speed. So if you're walking down a trail, you don't want to hold the trigger on the remote control. You can basically set it to the actual cruise control, and the kit will just keep going, right? And it also has a rigid steel frame. So the whole chassis is built very similar to our real truck, where it's got an actual frame running through it. So that is really cool. So that is basically the top of the box there, as you can see in the video there. Sorry about the reflection of the light. Over here, that's just basically the truck, right? So you can see there, that's just the side of the truck. So you can see it's got some nice wheels there. That's the TQI top qualifier remote. I believe that's a 4-channel. Yeah, I believe it's a 4-channel. Steering, throttle, and you got your, I believe, 2-speed and then locking differentials, right? What do we have here? TRX Premium kit includes T-lock front and rear differentials, 2-speed transmission, XL-5 HV power system, so that's a speed controller, TQI radio systems and servos, full color detailed assembly instructions. So again, this is a kit, you have to build it. It's not something where you pull out a box, pull out some batteries, and you're ready to go. Now, besides this box, you will need a few things. You will need a body. This kit standard will fit the Bronco package that you can get from Traxxas. So you will need a Bronco body, or you can also use the body for the Defender or the tactical unit, but you will have to extend the chassis, and I believe you need a few parts for that. So I'll put some details in the actual description, but I'll get to that while I'm building the actual kit. And I mean, as far as the box, there's not much here. It shows basically, you can see the camera there, so you got the speed controller. It does come with a 21 turn 550 motor. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the box here. Yeah, that's pretty much the box. So I'm excited. Let's open this up. Let's see what's inside the box. Pop it open. All right, first crack of the box. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Ooh, look at that. This is awesome. All right, so what do we have here? So it looks like these are the shocks. They look like they're aluminum. That's nice. So they call them dampers. So you can see that in the camera there. So these are the actual dampers, and this is shock oil. Does it show the viscosity of the oil? Doesn't really say. We'll have to look up the instructions what they use for the shock oil. So that's the shocks. This looks like we got some bumpers and some other parts here, right? This looks like part of the drive line. Some miscellaneous parts there. Oh, this is the beauty here. So this looks like it's the transmitter, right? So this is the TQI transmitter. You got the steering servo, the two differential servos, and I believe the 2-speed servo. It looks like it popped out of the box here. Speed controller, and you got the receiver in that corner there, right? So that's that. I'll break that open a little bit later on. Just put that on the side here. What else we have here? So we have some more parts. This looks like okay, so they broke these apart in a really nice way. Rear axle bag. So basically it's all in one bag. So you can see technically the whole thing is all in one bag. So you don't have to worry about trying to find parts all over the box here. You know that you take this box apart, and I believe it should have all the parts that you need to put it together. Might be another bag, but I think that pretty much covers the rear axle bag, right? So you can see that in the video there, rear axle bag. What do we have here? Well, this is a big bag. Chassis accessories bag. Okay, so looks like we have defenders, some miscellaneous parts. So I would say this is probably the main chassis of the kit. Okay, chassis accessory bag. Put that over here. This looks like some electronics. You got the Titan Traxxas 21 turn motor, right? So you got that there. And some miscellaneous screws and some other things. Looks like maybe some grease. Okay. Lots of little bags here. Then we have the Traxxas TRX-4 transmission bag. So this is the main transmission. Again, it is a 2-speed transmission, which you can flip or change from high to low, or low to high, whatever you want to do, from the actual transmitter. So the transmission bag. Then we have the front axle. So again, the front axle is separated its own little bag, so that's pretty neat. It'll be really easy to put together. All the parts are in one place. You got a couple small baggies here. Suspension links. Okay, so these are the suspension links, and you can see that they already, usually with the suspension links, they give you the rods and the rod ends separately, but these are all put together, so I have to see. From what I've researched is I believe I might have to change the rod ends to fit the Defender body, which I purchased as well. But we'll do some research on that while I'm putting it together. Then we have, looks like some tools, right? A couple of Allen wrench tools, tire tool. Okay. This looks like some bearings, differential bag. Okay, so that's for all the differential parts. That's there. Then we have the main frame rails, as they call them, right? So that's all the actual frame rails. So that's really cool. Traxxas. These are all metal. You know what? I'm gonna just kind of crack these open. Let's just see how these look. Just get the feel for the frame. So yeah, this got some weight to it. Definitely it's got some weight to it. So this is gonna be really tough. You can see that this is not gonna bend. Once you put this together, this truck's gonna be solid. And it's got nice Traxxas here, nice gold lettering here. You can see in the camera there, gold lettering, Traxxas, right? So that is awesome. This is like really hard. Looks like it's, I guess they call these C rails, if I'm not mistaken, right? So these are the two rails for the chassis. Okay. Then we have the wheels. Okay, so the wheels themselves looks like, okay, so the tires are already mounted. I don't think they're glued yet, but they are mounted. These are the Canyon Trail 1.9 inch tires, right? So the tires are already put together for you. I believe the foam's already in there as well, right? So I have the tires. And then down here at the bottom, we have the instruction manual, some body clips, looks like some Traxxas stickers or decals, whatever you want to call them. Right, here's your Traxxas assembly manual. So you get the actual manual on how to build this thing, right? You can see that there's the manual. Sorry about the glare, guys, but that's the actual manual for the truck. So I'm gonna look at this in a minute. I'm just gonna open these tires. Tires are cool. Let's see how these things look. All right. So here's the tires. Ooh. Those are sticky. Wow, these are going to be awesome. And they got some good tread on them as well. So you can see these are really nice looking tires. And wheels. Right, got a little bit of leftover from factory. A little rubber there. But yeah, these are nice. Very, very sticky on my hands, so I can see these are going to be grabby. And I love the traction on these. I don't know how well they'll do on the actual slopes and whatnot. But these are nice. I like it's got good grip, at least from here. Traxxas. I like the tires. These are nice. Wheels are not too bad. Not the best, but not too bad. I think these should be able to do for now. So they got some beadlock wheels. So these are nice. So yeah, these are the actual tires. Really nice. You can see that there. Really good. Okay. Put that back into there. I'm going to pull out the instruction manual of this, but I'm just going to put all these parts back into here. Just put all this stuff back in. Now, whether it all fits is going to be a different story, right? So here's the question. You have all these parts, and all these little baggies, and now you're trying to fit them back into the box. They fit properly. Well, looks like we're doing pretty good here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this over here. Traxxas. Let's just put this to the side. And look at actually a couple things. Let's look at the remote control first. Let's pop this open. Don't need that. Okay, so here we have, let's take a look at the transmitter here. Put that servo back in its place. Okay, so that's the transmitter. Not too bad. Okay, so we got the switch here for the differential lock right on top here, right? So I believe it's unlocked. You got the front locked and then the rear and front. You got a couple of set and menu buttons here. You got the on LED there. Your neutral position, whether it's 50-50 or 70-30, right? So that just means basically how much on the actual trigger, whether you have 50% forward, 50% back, or whether you have basically 70% forward as far as the amount of actual travel and 30% back, right? If you're not going back all the time, then most people set it to 70% going forward, so you have a lot more gradual forward control. That way it's easier to control the Mini. And then you have looks like a multi-function knob here, a steering trim on top. This looks like is your high and low trigger. You got your little steering knob here. Traxxas link enabled, so you can get the Traxxas link module on here, which I believe allows you to control the remote, or at least fine-tune the remote with your phone. I believe it's Android and iPhone compatible. Then we have the bottom here, which, oh, here's our switch. Okay, so in case you're looking where the switch here is, it's down at the bottom, right? So you can see here. That's the switch on the remote. And then let's look at here. So it takes 4 AA batteries, right? Which I don't see as far as being included. Let me just look at this kit online. So this kit is compatible, compatible body 312 millimeter. Yeah, so the 312 millimeter body would be the Bronco one. The other ones I believe are let me see here, they are 324. So the Defender and the tactical kit, tactical package is 324. So yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the linkages on that. But with this kit, you are gonna need 4 AA batteries, which are for the remote control. A battery, either a 6-cell or 7-cell nickel metal hydrate battery, or a LiPo battery, either a 2-cell or 3-cell. You're gonna need a battery charger to charge the battery, of course. Some screwdrivers, metric hex drivers, 1.5 millimeter, 2.0, and 2.5. Okay. Basic hand tools, screwdrivers, needle nose pliers, tire glue to glue the tires, of course, and safety glasses for your own safety. So try to wear safety glasses. So yeah, you're gonna need all that. So that's the actual transmitter. For the look of it, I really like it. I've seen some other ones which are not as friendly to the eyes, but this one's not bad. It's got a nice little handle on top here, so I guess if you're walking around, you can put your hand on here and hold that. So it looks like here's some instructions. Ease step tips. Okay, so that's probably setting up the actual speed controller. Okay, so we're going to put that back where it was. Then we have the servos here. And these ones look, so they're all the same. 2065 is the model number. They do say waterproof, so these servos all look the same. Then there's the steering servo, which is a Traxxas 2075X servo. Again, a 2075X servo. Metal gear servo, so there's a metal gear servo in here. And it looks like it's sealed pretty well because it's got a nice seal on here. Same thing with those. So this looks like it's waterproof. Then we have the speed controller. Right, so here's it's an XL5 HV speed controller. It's got a bit of weight to it as well. And it does have the new Traxxas plugs. I guess on this side it wouldn't really matter, but that would work. So let's put that back here. Put everything where you found it, so I don't get mixed up where stuff was. And in here, it looks like hiding underneath is the actual, this will be the transmitter, or sorry, the receiver. And it's got a nice metal tip on here. It's interesting. Never seen that before, so you can see here, it's got like a little metal tip. And this is the TQI transmitter. Looks like this thing is 1, 2, 3, 4 channel. Battery looks like RPM meter, I guess. And TSM something. Traxxas link. I don't know the details on this. Like I say, I've been out of the hobby for a while, but now getting back in, what else? What better kit to get into the RC hobby again than the Traxxas crawler kit? See, a lot of options on this kit. It's interesting because I've built a lot of kits in the past. Last few ones that I built was the SEX10 Jeep kit from Axial, and then the Wraith. I built the Pro 3 back in the day, and had a bunch of other different ones again, and none of them, as far as I can remember, came with the actual electronics. So you had to get your own receiver, transmitter, servo, speed controller, motor, and all that kind of stuff. Some of them came with a motor, but for the most part, the transmitter was not included. So this is nice that you had to get a 4-channel transmitter, because this is where some of the costs of getting a kit really start going up, because you need the actual transmitter and you need to fit the actual model. So this is awesome, the fact that it's included. So that's awesome. So there's the transmitter. I'm just going to put that on the side here. And finally, let's look at the instruction manual. Just have a quick peek, see how instructions look. And there's some other stuff there. So this is the TRX-4 model. So this model, as far as if you want to order it from Traxxas, if you're looking online, model number 82016-4. Again, it's 82016-4. Okay, so in the beginning here, it shows you some basic instructions on screws, what they are, what kind of millimeter, what kind of size of screws, bearings, different kinds of parts, what tools you'll need. Again, that's basically what's covered on the website as well. And then we get into building the actual transmission. So it basically goes over all those details, adding all the parts together, what gears to use, applying grease to certain parts, transmission, and then it tells you what we're building here. So transmission, continue on the transmission. So it goes, and it has, I would say this is a really good manual. From the ones I've seen before, most of them are black and white. This one actually has color, and it's really nice. I really like it. They did a really good job of putting this together. Differentials, rear axle. Just kind of skip forward here. Got axles. Chassis assembly. So again, you start, I believe, with the frame rails, which would be here. Put the fenders on. And then once you pass all the steps, then you got the main. Check your assembly carefully. Make sure everything's put together as is. Got the main chassis put together. And then you start putting into the motor. And then all the electronics, speed controller. Routing all your wires for your servos. Shocks. So you can see here, it shows how to build the shocks. Putting the differentials in. And then here's all the linkages and whatnot. So depending on what you're building, I might have to double check these, because like I say, these might be different. I believe they are different because the length of the chassis is a bit different. So we'll have to kind of check on that. More differential, suspension, driveline installation. More suspension. Gluing the tires, so it shows you how to glue the tires. Put four places to put the actual tire glue. Stick it together and you're good to go. Put it on the model. Put on the body mounts, the bumpers, and then the side floor pans. And your kit is built. So once you finish, you should end up with something like that. Nice truck like that. I used the chassis for it. And then after that, you can start working on the body. So that should be it. And then here's some information about electronics, how to program, all the different plugs, what kind of batteries you need, and so on, so on. All the electronic stuff. So this is it. So this is the TRX-4 model kit. Again, let's put this back into the box. Let's see what else we have in here. So we have body clips. We got some Traxxas, looks like warranty information, decal sheet or stickers, whatever you want to call them. What is this? This looks like it is. What do you do? What do you do if your Traxxas model breaks? Traxxas service, I guess. So it's the service agreement. A bunch of, oh, cool. So that's looks like a view of all the parts. Okay, so it's a oh, everything's broken down into little parts, so it shows you everything on here, how it's all put together. Motors, oh, you can get a power up, upgrade your motors, upgrade your controllers, upgrade your electric motors. I guess it would be the engines here. That's cool. So they have an option to upgrade your motors and everything, electronics and stuff like that. So that's cool. I'll have to look at that later. So there you go. Stick that inside the bag. Let's put this all back into the box. The instructions was supposed to go down to the bottom, but I'll just stick it on top. Let's put the receiver on here. Now again, let's see if this will fit, because probably have to go like this. And maybe this way. See? The trick about these things is when they package them, they know exactly what they're doing, because you'll probably never be able to put it together again the way it was put it together from factory, where everything fits. Instruction book. All right, think we got it. Boom, done. There you go, guys. So here it is, the Traxxas TRX-4 kit. So we did the unboxing video. I will be doing a stream session on Twitch with building this kit, so tune in to that. Bart's Workshop on Twitch should be on there, and I'll take some pictures, post it on my blog, bartsworkshop.com. Check it out. I'm on Instagram and Twitter as well. There you go. Thank you guys for joining in for this unboxing video of this TRX-4 chassis kit from Traxxas. Alright, thanks guys. Have a great day.